we have now completed this sketch. If I were to hit escape now, you're going to notice that everything's black, which means it's fully constrained, which is good. So now I'm going to click, I've executed all those instructions here. I'm still in sketch mode technically, so if somehow you got out of this on your own, if you don't see these icons anymore, you're good, but if you hadn't done that yet, you're even better. So to exit the sketch, you can click on this icon here, or on this icon here. I don't recommend clicking on this, that would lose all the work you've currently done. Clicking on that one though, this is where we get to the extrude. So this is what's called the property manager over here. So we're going to be typing in properties of this extrusion. Select blind and end condition. Actually, it's now called direction 1 instead of end condition. So, yep, we're set to blind and end condition. And then we're going to be looking for this D1 icon, which is right there. And we want to set that to 30, what's going to be millimeters. I just hit the tab button on my keyboard. We're getting this preview of a 30 millimeter extrusion out, and that looks great. Click check right there. And now, saying you could press the letter Z on your keyboard to zoom in, or zoom out, or shift, so Z to zoom out, shift Z to move in, or better yet, your center mouse button, rolling that, will zoom in and zoom out. Okay. And notice it's saying the sketch was absorbed into the extrusion feature. Click on this triangle beside Boss Extrude 1, which I have. And the Feature Manager Design Tree, that's what this is called, the Feature Manager Design Tree. To expand the feature, sketch 1 in which you use to extrude the feature is listed under the feature. To modify the sketch after it has been absorbed, right-click the absorbing feature. So you could go up at that level, and this is that edit sketch icon. You could also, and this was with a right click that I did these, you can also edit sketch from here. If I now left click once on that icon, we're back into sketch mode and could edit elements of the sketch. Okay, that wasn't in the tutorial, but that's how it works. We should have done that a few times already. All right, so now we're going to add the boss. There you go, extrude a boss centered on the model and dimensioned as shown. Use your model, or click here to open a model ready for this operation. Let's not do this step. Okay, we're going to do it on our own. So sketching and dimensioning the boss. So we're going to click the front face now of the model to pre-select the sketch plane for the next feature. So here we're pre-selecting that face. Okay? And then we're also going to be able to come to Extrude Boss Base here first to do this. And with this now face selected on that part, if we do an Extrude Boss Base, guess what? Here we are. We're into sketch mode because of this icon. Tells us we are. And if we click on this, the standard toolbar, come down to the normal 2, done this a bunch, or the Control 8 function on the keyboard, so holding down the Control key and the number 8. If I click on that, now we're looking normal to that surface. We're going to click on the circle, center circle, in the sketch toolbar, and we're going to click near the center of the face and move the pointer to sketch a circle. So roughly at the center there, clicking once, moving my mouse out and to the right, up and to the right, clicking one more time. Okay, and we can then click on the Smart Dimension on this. And we're going to select the circle by clicking on the circumference. Do not click on the center point to dimension the diameter of the circle. We're going to click once there, come out, way out, and click one more time, and we're going to change this value to be 70 millimeters, I believe, according to the tutorial. Hitting the Enter key on my keyboard. There it is. And now we must fully constrain the boss. So using our Smart Dimension icon, which is still showing next to my cursor, select the top edge of the face, select the circle, and click to place the dimension. Keep the dimension nice and outside. Ooh, my number is 57.77. Theirs was 57.88. That's almost. So now, in the modify dialog box, set the value to 60 millimeters, which is what I want. Click, check. Oh, excuse me, I got that wrong. So yeah, a diameter of 70 is what I'm going to get rid of. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, set the value to 60. Enter. Good. We're setting the position now. That was the vertical distance. Now we're going to set the horizontal distance. Repeating steps 1 and 2. We're going to select the right edge of that face. And keep in mind, I'm just moving my mouse down here. I'm left clicking one more time with that. And that also then is going to be 60 millimeters. Centered up. Very nice. So that's what we're going to accomplish with this series of steps.